Living with diabetes is a relentless 24/7 battle. It's an insane grind of counting every carb, stabbing your finger, and constantly worrying if your blood sugar is going to crash or spike. That fear of what could happen down the line is a massive weight, and millions of you are carrying it every single day. But what if I told you there were secret, natural allies in this fight? What if certain nutrients could give your current battle plan a gigantic boost? Today, we are exposing the most critical vitamins and minerals that research shows can help you dominate your blood sugar in both type 1 and type 2 diabetes. Now listen, this is not me telling you to throw out your medicine. This is about giving your body the ultimate toolkit it needs to perform like a champion. We're going to break down the science so it's super simple and give you a battle plan to talk to your doctor about. First up, a vitamin that a shocking number of people are missing: vitamin D, also known as the sunshine vitamin. If you have diabetes, the importance of this is absolutely insane. Being low on vitamin D is linked to a higher risk for type 2 diabetes, and if you already have it, low levels mean worse blood sugar control. The link to type 1 is still being explored, but it's a massive area of research. So how does it work? Vitamin D is a game changer for how your body uses sugar. Studies show it can literally supercharge your body's sensitivity to insulin. Imagine insulin is the key that opens your cells to let sugar in for energy. When you have insulin resistance, that key is busted. Vitamin D helps the lock on your cells work better, meaning your body can destroy high blood sugar more easily. It does this by upgrading the insulin receptors and crushing the inflammation that causes the resistance in the first place. For type 1, vitamin D is also critical for controlling the immune system, and some new studies even think it could help protect the pancreas. This is cutting-edge stuff. Trying to get enough vitamin D from food is almost impossible, but you can find it in fatty fish like salmon, egg yolks, and fortified milk. And obviously, you can get it from the sun. But where you live, the season, your skin tone, and sunscreen use can literally block you from making enough. This is why a supplement could be a complete game changer, especially if a blood test proves you're low. You have to talk to your doctor, get your levels tested, and figure out the exact dose you need. Next up is a mineral that doesn't get the hype, but is an absolute monster for your metabolism: magnesium. This thing is involved in over 300 reactions in your body, and a ton of them are directly about how you use sugar and insulin. It's crazy. But a huge number of people with type 2 diabetes have low magnesium, and it's directly tied to terrible blood sugar control. So what's the secret? Magnesium is a critical sidekick for the parts of your body that process sugar. More importantly, your insulin literally cannot do its job without it. For insulin to work, it has to plug into its receptor on your cells. Magnesium is what makes that connection possible. If your magnesium is low, the receptor is basically turned off, making your insulin resistance way worse. Studies have proven that giving magnesium supplements to people with type 2 who are low can cause huge improvements in their blood sugar. So, how do you get more of this stuff? Luckily, it's in a ton of healthy foods. I'm talking leafy greens like spinach, nuts like almonds, seeds like pumpkin seeds, and beans. Eat this stuff. But most people still don't get enough. If you and your doctor agree you need a supplement, get one that's easy to absorb, like magnesium citrate or glycinate. But don't go crazy. Too much can mess with your digestion, and if you have kidney problems, you have to be careful and only take it if your doctor says so. Okay, get ready. We aren't just talking about one vitamin. We're unleashing the entire B vitamin squad, especially the two heavy hitters, B1, thiamine, and B12, cobalamin. For energy and nerve health, these are absolutely non-negotiable. First is vitamin B1, thiamine. People with both type 1 and type 2 diabetes have shockingly low levels of this stuff. And that's a huge deal, because being low on thiamine can lead to insane complications, like nerve and blood vessel damage. Thiamine is a key player in breaking down sugar, and having enough can build a shield to protect your cells from high blood sugar. A special version called benfotiamine has shown incredible promise in some studies for fighting diabetic nerve pain. Next is vitamin B12, and you need to hear this. There is a proven link between using metformin, the world's most common type 2 diabetes drug, and having a massive vitamin B12 deficiency. Metformin can actually stop your body from absorbing B12. This is a huge problem because a B12 deficiency causes major nerve damage, the same tingling, numbness, and pain in your hands and feet. And the craziest part? Doctors often mistake these symptoms for regular diabetic neuropathy, which means the real cause, a B12 problem that you can actually fix, gets completely missed. Because of this, the official guidelines now say if you take metformin, you have to get your B12 checked regularly. To max out your B vitamins, eat things like whole grains and pork for thiamine. For B12, it's almost all in animal foods like meat, fish, eggs, and dairy. If you are on metformin, getting a supplement is probably the smartest move you can make. Demanding a B12 screening from your doctor is one of the most important things you can do for your health. Let's move on to two minerals that are so small they're called trace minerals, but they pack an unbelievably big punch in the fight for blood sugar. Meet chromium and zinc. Scientists have been obsessed with chromium for decades. It seems to put insulin into overdrive. They're still figuring out the insane details, but they think chromium helps insulin send its signals better, making it a beast at clearing sugar from your blood. Not every study agrees, but some have shown that chromium supplements can lead to big drops in fasting glucose and HbA1c, especially in people who were low on chromium to begin with. Then there's zinc. Your pancreas, the factory that literally builds your insulin, is packed with zinc. You need it to build, store, and release insulin correctly. Just like magnesium, being low on zinc is super common in people with diabetes, and it can wreck your body's ability to make insulin. Fixing a zinc deficiency has been shown to have an epic impact on blood sugar control. You can find chromium in broccoli, green beans, and whole grains. For zinc, go for oysters, red meat, poultry, beans, and nuts. Because these are trace minerals, you cannot overdo it with supplements. Too much is literally toxic. As always, you have to talk to a pro to know if you actually need more. All right, for our final round, we have the ultimate bodyguard duo, vitamin C and vitamin E. Their direct effect on blood sugar might not be as dramatic as the others, but their mission to protect your body from diabetic complications is absolutely critical. Having diabetes, especially with high blood sugar, creates something called oxidative stress. You can think of it like rust building up inside your body, destroying your cells, your blood vessels, and your organs. This internal rust is what causes the scariest long-term problems like heart disease, kidney failure, and neuropathy. This is where vitamins C and E smash through the wall. They are insane antioxidants that hunt down and destroy the molecules causing all that rust. Vitamin E is a master at protecting your cells. Vitamin C works everywhere else and even recharges vitamin E so it can keep fighting. Together, they are an unstoppable team that shields your body from the chaos of high blood sugar. Even if taking them as supplements for blood sugar control is debatable, their power to protect you is legendary. To get more vitamin E, you need to be eating nuts like almonds and seeds like sunflower seeds. For vitamin C, you know the legends: citrus fruits, berries, and bell peppers. Getting these from food is always the best way, but talk to your medical team about adding supplements as part of your master plan to crush your risk of complications. Okay, that was insane. Let's recap the winners. We covered the insane power of vitamin D for insulin sensitivity, magnesium for your metabolism, the B vitamin squad as your nerve protectors, and the support from the mineral beasts, chromium and zinc. We also unleashed the antioxidant bodyguards, vitamin C and E. Managing diabetes is a journey, an absolute marathon. And look, these vitamins and minerals are not a magic cure, but they are powerful weapons you can add to your arsenal alongside your medication, diet, and exercise. They help your body's own systems work 1,000,000 times better, which could give you a massive edge and help protect you from disaster down the road. Taking control by understanding this stuff and talking to your doctor is a huge step to winning this fight. If you learned anything from this video, I challenge you to destroy that thumbs up button and smash subscribe for more content that breaks all the rules. And for my final challenge for you, I want every single person watching to comment below which one of these vitamins blew your mind the most. Or do you have a crazy experience with one you want to share? I read all the comments. The most important thing I'll say in this entire video: I'm not a doctor. This video is just for information. If you have diabetes, especially if you're taking insulin or other meds, you must talk to your doctor or a licensed dietitian before taking these vitamins. Seriously. They'll help you create a safe plan that works for your body. Thanks for watching. Now go live a healthier, more awesome life.